You have to do it secretly, though.
Did you say walk up to him and punch him?
Yeah. Well, you're not blending in. Look like a scholar.
Why does this guy look all around him?
Well, isn't this how you walk around? Don't you, like, look everywhere around you?
It's definitely not the guy who you were just looking who was eyeing you up. So I took the Merchant King letter.
You acquired the map of Souk.
Yes. So that's going to actually help us with the mission. You have to kind of do this stuff in order to gather intel. And actually, I kind of miss some of this. Not like making it annoying, because in this game it's a little too in-depth. But I feel like they could have had some more assassination preparations in later games.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are just, here's your target, kill him.
Right. Yeah, it seems like with this one, it seems like you actually have to prepare for the target.
Yeah. Didn't 4 do it?
I think so, a little bit, yeah.
Nate did it.
I'm trying to remember 4, and I don't know. I think there was some stuff like that, but it was mainly like the old adage of Assassin's Creed where it's like, how about you spy on this person?
It was stuff like that, yeah. It was kind of like Ezio stuff where you can tail people.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is actually really dumb without countering.
Yeah, it like defeats the entire combat strategy of these early games.
Good you came along when you did. Another minute and they would have made off with me.
Jeez.
Now let's see what you look like. And he pulls off the shawl. Alright, so what should I go to? There's... Where are we? We're here? I guess there's an eavesdropping right here.
What's like the next mission?
Well, we have to do these.
Oh, these are the missions. Okay, let's do an eavesdropping
And then
mission.
we'll also have to grab these, but yeah.
Yeah, let's do an eavesdropping mission.
So that's one thing about this game that I think you might not like, Nate, is the preparation, even though I like it and I know Jill likes it, is a little repetitive. You have to do this in every city.
Jeez.
So you know how we're going around eavesdropping and doing this and that and learning more?
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, oh, I like that. It's kind of like Hitman, you know, where you kind of plan your route. But a lot of other people I know are kind of like, oh, this is just kind of really repetitive. I did this in 3 previous cities.
I kind of wish they would have added a little bit more of it into other Assassin's Creed games where it did feel a little bit more like you were kind of a hitman, where you're trying to get all this information instead of just being a god and automatically knowing where they are.
Yeah, I think that that's true. I think they do the best. Can this guy move? Like, I need to sit on this bench to eavesdrop. I think they did the best job with, like, preparing in this game. It's just they overdid it.
Yeah.
And then in Assassin's Creed, in the other ones, it's like they do a good job with preparing with main targets because it ties into the story. But then all the optional targets are just you go up to a thing and it's like, kill this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, it's rats.
No, it's children. I hear them laughing.
Rats or children. Either way, it's bad for business. All that noise!
Someone needs to get up on those beams and clear them out.
I wonder how they're getting up there.
Must be through the central courtyard.
Then we should ask the guard to have a look.
Ah, they're all much too busy polishing the backside of their master.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Was that like an anti-gay thing?
How would that be an anti-gay thing?
Like, they were saying that, like, that as a negative, that they were polishing the backside of their master.
Well, that is a negative.
How's that a negative? That's positive if they're gay.
Because I'm homophobic.
Oh, sorry.
That's why.
I thought we said you weren't afraid of houses.
Over the last couple days, I've started to become afraid of houses.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Because you can't find one?
I can't find one, so I'm just, like, afraid. So, what is the... There's sequences in this game, right?
Yes.
What is the advancing sequence structure like in this game? Is it...
Like 2?
Are you, like, right now doing these eavesdropping missions? Are those, like, the missions of the sequence?
Some of them, yes.
So if when we complete these missions, will it, like, go to a boss or something, and then we go to sequence 3?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Do you understand?
Yes. I am to deliver the letter to your merchant friend.
And you know who to see?
The same man as always.
Do not think to betray my presence in this city. We have many eyes, many ears.
And many arms, yes. Good for silencing those who say too much. I know this well. You have my word.
Good. Then be quick about it. Time is short.
This guy has no idea.
It couldn't be that one religious extremist over there in the full white.
Just extremist.
Well, that's kind of what they were. Did you know that? The original Assassins, they were a branch of Islam.
Yeah.
And
But Islam perfect.
Sorry, you're right. Oh, I don't know.
I like this city, by the way.
I just want to point out the Templars are Christian and leave it there. So technically we can go to this now, but there's only 2 of these left, so I feel like we might as well finish them.
So is that to, like, do the next mission?
Yeah.
Okay.
But these are so quick.
Yeah, why don't we just do it? Well, let's get some of these viewpoints while we're here.
Okay, well, what if I do...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what, fine. I'll do a viewpoint. Okay. I'll do a viewpoint because I don't want to make you angry. Wait a minute. I had a question for you.
Okay.
Jill and I were talking about canon. And Jill, I think you had something to say to Nate about this, too. Do you remember?
Cannons?
About what?
When Nate had a big debate with me about canon and he got super butthurt in Elden Ring?
Oh, yeah.
What?
You got, like, really angry.
Then
That
you
never
said that
happens.
Nate was no longer canon to our cinematic universe.
Yeah, that's true. And so what I was going to say with my debate was I actually wrote out a question I have for you.
Okay.
And it's not meant to be like entrapment. It's just a question scenario I find interesting.
Okay.
So...
And it's about cannons.
Yes. Not James Buchanan Barnes, though. So, in the Elden Ring Let's Play, to recap for people who are not cool and didn't watch it,
Okay.
who don't deserve a recap, you don't deserve this from me, but you're getting it this
being
one
nice.
time. Next time, watch every video. In, I guess I would say a callback or an explanation of our previous discussion, you had pretty much said you don't like when fans say, you know what, I don't like what the creator said, here's the canon.
Yeah.
And I said, I agree. However, I also thought you were disregarding fans too much because a lot of times the people who make canon are assholes. What do you feel like about this? Like, very clearly, Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed were meant to be canon to each other. The rights holders keep saying they're not.
Right.
So, are they or are they not? Because they straight up reference each other. You know what I mean? Like, all this stuff.
There's
and then,
assassins in the newest Watch Dogs game.
Yeah, there's literally an assassin in Watch Dogs Legion.
But I feel like the difference between the two is that the rights holders and the developers of these games have actually been the ones to directly add that content into the game, and then just straight up be like, "Oh no, now it's not." Whereas I think with the context of that video is talking about J.K. Rowling's. Or with J.K. Rowling's, a lot of the stuff with that and the fans is the fans just straight up like, now J.K. Rowling's adds her own stuff too, but the fans also just straight up be like, we're taking over from now. And they themselves start adding stuff to it that's like never appeared in it, you know? It's not like
So, like, if they decided all of a sudden Harry Potter
was gay.
well, yeah, it's like
But J.K. Rowling did that too.
Right.
So, like,
And
at what point is the rights holder wrong?
Well, and I guess my point is it's not like J.K. Rowling's herself added in the Goblet of Fire book that Dumbledore and Severus Snape like were, gay lovers or something like that. And then all of a sudden randomly like later on was like, well, actually no they're not. I think that would be something that would be comparable because she actually added it into her thing and then took it out later.
But she did do that.
But-
She just did the opposite.
So what I'm saying is, I think it's somewhat different if the developers themselves add something to it and then try to like randomly go back on it and change it rather than just like, the fans being like, well, now I think that Harry is best friends with Ron Crumple. And it's like, what? I guess my point that I'm trying to make is if the developers add something to it and then change it, I think there is some argument that maybe the original thing might have been canon and fans can get in on that discussion. And I think that's legitimate. If the fans just actively commandeer the franchise and start adding and subtracting stuff to it without anyone else doing that, I think that's where it gets a little silly.
Well, how do you feel about retcons? Like, what if I bought Harry Potter and I own it now and I start changing things? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Because you accept the Disney Star Wars canon.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, I'm not trying to shit on you here. That's like, it's not... I'm trying to add some layers to this because I feel like we both got annoyed during the original discussion. Because, like, I think I stopped listening to you because I felt like you wouldn't budge on what you were saying. And I feel like you stopped listening to me a little bit when I went back and listened to it, like, the other night. Because I didn't budge on what I was saying. And
Yeah.
my point is, I agree.
Also, I like the poor district. So.
I'd never live there.
Oh, why?
I like the idea that you go back to Nazim. Or, no, that's a guy from Skyrim. What was the guy's name?
I thought his name was Tareem.
Okay, sorry.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just racist.
I'm gonna sound racist.
It's probably not even Tareem. I'm just making it up.
We're both racist.
Well, Nazim's the
Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas. There we go.
No, but I like the idea that you go back to him and you're like, did you ever notice how all the people who live in the poor district are a little more tan than you and I? He's like,
Oh man.
I honestly thought he told us to go to the soup district at first.
oh no,
The soup.
soup district kitchen.
But he
the
said
soup
like
district
he said
where
soup,
soup hangs
but
out?
I heard soup.
No, that's like it's the homeless soup district. It's where they all get together and they drop a soup on someone.
Well, that's
Like,
what
all
I thought we
rub
were
their
going to. I
breadstick
thought it
into
was like the homeless district where everybody gets soup for free because they're all homeless.
No, but let's listen in on this guy, and then I will talk more about what I was
Okay,
going to ask you on
sounds
canon.
good.
You have to sit down on something, though.
Oh, I have to actually blend in.
That's the dumb part. You should be able to listen
There
from
we
right
go.
here, but you need to sit down on a bench.
Well, maybe his
Okay.
ears are plugged in.
Don't
He needs
fall
to
on
get
the
him
bench or
washed
they'll
out
get
at
up.
the doctor.
That's true. Oh, I need to tell you about that. Nate, did you read my Twitter thing?
No.
I went to the doctor, and I got my ears unplugged, and there was a thing the size of a dime that was hard and black that came out of my ear.
Yeah, they had
Jeez.
hair on it, so it looked like it had antennae, like a bug.
Ew.
And it was a piece of hardened earwax. And I
Yeah,
had
it was like black.
They looked in my ears and they were like, no wonder you can't hear very well. Your ears are completely plugged.
Jeez.
So they had to do like a procedure to clean them out.
And now he
Ew.
can hear in 8K.
An 8K. Okay.
I could see you nude with my ears.
What is it this time? Another warning? Another execution?
No, he has work for us to do.
Which means we won't be paid.
He's abandoned the ways of the Merchant Guild. Does as he pleases now.
He treats us as if we were his servants.
And the guard does nothing to stop him.
Enough. We must go. If we're late, he'll be angry, and we'll suffer for it.
Perhaps one day, someone will have the courage to stand up to him.
Perhaps. But until that day arrives, we should do as told.
So I guess, in conclusion, my ears got cleaned out. And I just wanted to know, like, I came up with this scenario because I thought it was interesting, because your point is you don't like when fans just talk over the rights holders and the people who made it.
Yeah.
But what about when people just start buying it, or when rights holders just start changing their mind? Because comics do this, video games do this, and they'll be like, hey, remember Knights of the Old Republic? That's not canon now, but our new remake will be.
I think what Nate's point is he doesn't like when anybody is talking over anybody else. I think he's trying to say that he wants the things that are made to just make sense and not be thrown away later.
Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, I don't like when people, we'll use myself as an example here. I don't like when everyday random old people like me take something like Star Wars, for example, and they're like, I don't really like the fact that Anakin betrayed Obi-Wan, so in my canon, he did not betray Obi-Wan. You know, and to me, it's kind of like, yeah, but that's not what the canon is.
Well, that's just a fan
Like, that's
fiction.
not, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I feel like a lot of people in the Harry Potter fan base, and also other fan bases too, but for the sake of that specific discussion, the Harry Potter fan base, have actively, like, commandeered the Harry Potter universe from J.K. Rowling's just because they don't like one comment J.K. Rowling's made. So therefore now the fans think it's their entitled opinion to decide the canon of Harry Potter. And I'm saying, like, I don't like that.
So you think it should be everybody who comes together and makes it?
Salahadin's men would have surely turned on him. Could be we won the battle because of that man.
Sorry, I just wanted to hear that real quick because we have to go interrogate this guy now about the story that he told. These are kind of like the town criers.
Okay. You know, and a good example of that is the fan base. I saw an article a while ago has actively taken upon themselves to like completely alter the name of Quidditch.
Well, why?
Because it's associated with Harry Potter, or with J.K. Rowling's, and they want to change the name, and they've decided that their new name is going to be canon. I don't know what it is, or if they've even decided, but it's like...
Why don't they take...
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Why don't they change Harry Potter himself's name?
Well, it's just like, to me, I'm kind of like, what are we doing?
That's Hardly Potter now.
Hardly Potter.
Well, I agree. I think that stuff is kind of weird and dumb.
But that's not really what we were talking about completely. You also made it a more general thing.
Well, yeah.
We were talking about it. And I agree with you on these extreme examples. I'm just saying, like, you guys were talking about, in a perfect world, wanting a remake of this game. Yes. So what if they remade it, they changed some story elements, and now they say that new thing's canon? They own it. You have no right to say it's not.
Right.
So, like, do you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
I think there's a lot of examples. Okay, let me just beat this guy because he's, like, literally rock'em, sock'em, cock'em robots.
Can you grab him?
So we don't agree with, like, the delusional fans who are thinking that they're somehow the CEO when they have nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
But
you seem to know quite a bit about Tamir. Tell me what he's planning.
I know only the stories I tell, nothing more.
A pity. There's no reason to let you live if you've nothing to offer in return.
Wait! There is one thing.
Continue.
He is preoccupied as of late. He oversees the production of many, many weapons.
What of it? They're meant for Salah ad-Din. This does not help me, which means it does not help you.
No, stop, listen! Not Salah ad-Din. They're for someone else. The crests these arms bear, they are different, unfamiliar. It seems Tamir supports another, but I know not who.
Is that all?
Yes. I've told you everything I know.
Then it's time for you to rest.
Jeez.
Why did we kill that guy?
I don't actually know.
That was fucked up. I don't think we should have killed him.
I think it's because we're still a bad person, actually.
Jeez.
I was gonna say, but we also don't think that the head honcho should be able to make all of the decisions without taking at least some criticism from the fans on what they want to.
Yeah, I agree. Well, especially if the head honcho changes, like in terms of Disney.
Even if it doesn't, though, I feel like if you're just going to ignore your fans and what they want, and just completely blow past them, and I'm not talking a vocal minority, okay? I'm not talking about the people who want Luke Skywalker to be gay.
Right.
Oh, that's homophobic, Jay. No, there's really people who want Luke Skywalker to be gay, despite no evidence of him ever being gay. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, like, when you start ignoring what the people want and just giving them all kinds of other crap, I don't see why anyone should care about your brand.
Oh. No, I completely agree. I think you guys are both saying there's a middle ground.
It wasn't easy, my friend. No, not at all. Cursed merchant caught me trying to steal from him. Called for help.
I can't imagine the guards were pleased.
At least a dozen of them appeared. All well armed and spoiling for a fight.
What did you do?
I ran over, under, and through the crowd. Knocked over a few stalls for good measure. But they kept coming.
Then how did you escape?
With a little help from my friends.
What do you mean?
There's a couple of my brothers who gather around the southeastern exit of the souk. They let me pass and then turned their attention towards the guards. Kept them distracted while I got away. Without their help, I wouldn't be here right now.
Okay.
Huh. So you have to find aides within the city? Nice.
To help escape the souk.
Yeah, no, I think there does need to be some sort of middle ground. I guess I don't really like... I don't like when fans come into your franchises and start doing their own things. I also don't like when people come in, like new people come in to different franchises and also start doing their thing. You know, if it's something like J.R. Tolkien, I think J.R. Tolkien should have every right to do whatever he wants with his own Lord of the Rings franchise. You know, like, I don't think, like, me, you know, random person from Minnesota should just be like, well, I think that the story should be this. You know, I think J.R. Tolkien probably has every right to just do what he wants. I know he's dead, but I think there should be some middle ground there where it's like when the new people just ignore everything the fans want or whatever, then I don't know why people should care. You know what I mean? Like, I agree with that.
Yeah, it should be up to the original creator and the fans and some of the people who own the franchise to all come together and make something that everybody thinks is good.
Oh, they'll all come together when I'm done, I'll tell you that.
Altair, welcome, welcome. I've done what you asked. Now give me the marker.
First things first. Tell me what you know.
Tamir rules over the Souk El Salah. He makes his fortune selling arms and armor and is supported by many in this endeavor. Blacksmiths, traders, financiers. He's the largest death dealer in the land.
And have you devised a way to rid us of this blight?
A meeting is being arranged at Souk El Salah to discuss an important sale. They say it's the largest deal Tamir has ever made. He'll be distracted with his work. That's when I'll strike.
Your plan seems solid enough. I give you leave to go.
This guy was pretty easygoing.
Like, it's like, yeah, that seems fine. You can go.
Metal Walims will be done. You may rest here until you are ready.
See, this is a problem with the Brotherhood back then, is they care more about what Al-Mualim wants than what's good for the Brotherhood.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, did you hear him? He's like, oh, let Al-Mualim's will be done. It'd be like if someone said, like, yeah, let whatever Ezio wants happen. It's like, that's not supposed to be the point.
No, it's
Right.
supposed to be for the creed.
Yeah, so, like, they'll bitch him out about, like, you don't like the creed, but, like, what Al-Mualim's up to is not really good.
No.
Like, he's actually kind of as bad as the Templars in this game. Which that, like, moral relativism of this first game I thought was really well done. Mm-hmm. It's not very often that the other assassins, other than, I guess, Rogue, and somewhat in Unity, where they're a little too extreme, are actually portrayable as in the wrong. Usually it's pretty obvious the Templars are in the wrong.
Right.
But...
And also to answer a point you made earlier, like, if they remade this game and it had different story elements to it, I'd probably just view it the same way I view Final Fantasy VII Remake, or maybe it's just a different timeline.
Yeah, but you're the one coming up with that thing. If the people who create it say it's not, then...
So you're saying if Ubisoft makes a remake and they say Assassin's Creed 1, the original, is no longer canon...
This is now Assassin's Creed 1.
This is now the canon?
Yeah.
I think that would probably be a different story.
I'm just saying, all I was saying was there's a lot of examples, I think, where, and some of them do exist, some of them are hypothetical, where the people who own canon can just be an absolute dumbass about it and ruin their own canon, and also barely deserve a voice in the conversation. Like J.K. Rowling making Dumbledore gay.
But only saying it on Twitter.
He was never gay. No, she didn't even say it on Twitter. She said it on... Why can't I get down there?
Oh, I thought she said it on Twitter first, and then they decided to, like, rope it into the new movies.
Why can't I get down?
I don't know.
Have you tried jumping? Did you press
There we go. I did press it before. I really did. Do you want to assassinate this person, Nate, since you've never done this?
Sure. Am I assassinating, like, this woman?
No, you have to start the mission here somehow. I don't really know how. Oh.
Just by walking, I guess. We must be in the poor district.
Well, we fit in.
Are we in the soup district?
Yeah, we're getting lots of soup.
Let's go!
We need more time.
This is the excuse of a lazy or incompetent man. Which are you?
Neither.
What I see says otherwise. Now, tell me, what do you intend to do to solve this problem of ours? These weapons are needed now.
I see no solution. The men work day and night, but your client requires so much, and the destination. It is a difficult route.
Were it that you could produce weapons with the same skill as you produce excuses?
I have done all I can.
It is not enough.
Then perhaps you ask too much.
Too much? I gave you everything. Without me, you would still be charming serpents for coin. All I ask in return was you fill the orders I bring you, and you say I ask too much? You dare disrespect me?
Peace, Tamir. I meant no insult.
Then you should have kept your mouth shut.
Oh!
Stop! Stop? I'm just getting started.
Oh! Stop!
That's awful.
You came
What a
into
terrible
my
way to
city,
die.
Stood before my men. and dared to insult me?
That's traumatic. Also, don't people drink out of that well?
Not anymore.
Leave the body.
Oh, I like how it turns red.
Let this be a lesson to the rest of you. Think twice before you tell me something cannot be done. Now get back to work.
You know what also can't be done? Making that face beautiful. That guy's ugly.
Now do I have to kill him?
Yes.
That guy sucks. He deserves to die.
Yes, you do have to kill him. But you need to be careful, because it's stealth.
Pathetic.
Oh, I have to do it stealthily?
Yeah, just walk up and kill him.
Oh, okay.
Just, like, do a backstab.
Nice, I got a trophy.
Yay!
I thought you had played this.
I did play this. I played it on the 360.
You and all your kind.
It seems you're the one pays now, my friend. You'll not profit from suffering any longer.
You think me some petty death dealer, suckling at the breast of war? A strange target, don't you think? Why me, when so many others do the same?
You believe yourself different, then?
Oh, but I am. For I serve a far nobler cause than mere profit. Just like my brothers.
Brothers?
Ah, but he thinks I act alone. I am but a piece. A man with a part to play. You'll come to know the others soon enough. They won't take kindly to what you've done.
Good. I look forward to ending their lives as well.
Such pride. It will destroy you, child.
I like that you see him walk away.
Yeah, some of the death things in this are really well done.
They're really cool. Also,
That
I
is
like
it.
the feather blood stuff.
That is if you do the camera angles.
I've always liked that about Assassin's Creed.
What, the talking to the people at the end?
Yeah.
The wife?
Yeah. How it's like in that white room and everything. I thought that was cool.
So does he use the feathers to take their blood to show proof that he killed them?
Yes.
Okay.
What if he just like kills a sheep and puts the feather in that blood?
Now.
Isn't that what we did basically in Elden Ring with the maiden thing?
Yeah.
We just used some other maiden's blood and put it on
Yeah.
the thing, and they were like, "Oh, well, we did it! Look."
Also, I think that's what Jewish people do on wedding nights. Actually,
They use their maiden with feathers.
No, I think, and I maybe don't have the full story here.
Racism. Huh.
But I think I remember hearing one time that on Jewish weddings, the idea is that, you know, obviously you're both supposed to be virgins. And the idea is that at the wedding, one of the rituals is like the husband and wife go and like sleep together in the back room. And the husband will like take some of her blood, you know, from like that experience. And then like show it off as like, yeah, she's still a virgin, cool.
But not everybody bleeds when they...
Well, and see, that's the thing, because part of that culture is they take like a sheep or something like that in case she was not a virgin.
Oh.
Or in case she just doesn't bleed.
Oh.
And therefore it's still, like, you don't shame her. I mean,
So none of this means anything.
Yeah.
It's all just fake.
Yeah,
No, it's
literally.
dumb.
It's meaningless.
Yes.
Okay.
Because either way, you're going to show off like a bloody thing. So,
You have my gratitude and my respect.
Thank you.
It is a shame that the other assassins continue to hold you in such poor regard.
Rafik, I do not care what the others think of me.
As you wish, Altair. You should bring news of your victory to Al-Malim. I'm certain he has more work for you to do.
Fast forwarding.
I like how this guy kept like shit talking us subtly. Wow, it's a shame everyone else thinks you're a fucking idiot.
so is that... Oh, that was not the end of sequence 2.
So they're called different things in this.
Oh.
It was kind of the end.
Oh. How many sequences are in this game?
I don't remember, but we are making good progress.